guys, my name is Chris Cal. This is my 2005 Acura TSX, and you can follow me at BeatCL9 on Instagram. This is actually my second TSX. It all started about a year and a half ago. This is my second one. I bought my first TSX in January of last year, 2020, and I was really lucky with buying it with a lot of modifications. And I really enjoyed that car, and that was when I was still kind of new to the car scene. I didn't really modify it too much. Unfortunately, on July 1st, so I owned the car from January to July 1st. On July 1st, I got rear-ended. The car got completely totaled, and for a whole month, I had the decision on if I should get a different car or go back to what I started. I eventually came to the conclusion that, I wasn't satisfied with where the build was at the time, having only owned the car for a few months, and I had so much more potential to go for. So in August 5th, I bought my second TSX, which is this one right here. My previous one was an 04, and it was totaled with 219,000 miles. I bought this one in 05, so 1 year newer, with 105,000 miles. So less than half. That first car, I was the fourth owner. That car originated from Chicago, so it had a ton of rust. It was really bad. And this car was all owned in Los Angeles, so it has some sun fade, but I was really lucky that the maintenance is perfect, no rust, perfect condition. So we'll start at the engine bay. I didn't start the engine bay with intentions of being this clean, but it really dominoed one after the other. First, my radiator blew earlier this year, so I have a whole new radiator, changed the water pump thermostat, changed a lot of maintenance stuff, and eventually, since I was touching up the engine bay, I was like, gotta make it look good, right? So I have a JDM Passport coil pack cover and intake cover, and I make decals. So this isn't real Mugen, but I just put a Mugen sticker on the coil pack. I have Alutech JDM strut bar, Mugen Gen 3 oil cap, Mugen reservoir socks, and then I have the Mugen radiator cap as well. And then I also did a whole oil catch can setup right here. Kind of janky. So that's pretty much the engine bay. Just did it for looks. Oh, and DIY wrinkle red on the valve cover. So we can move to the outside. I have this is an OEM bumper with the lip kit. So my whole car is a Mugen build. So it's an 04 to 05 Mugen build. I have a genuine 04-05 Mugen lip, straight from Russia. I have a Mugen grill, I believe it's also from Russia. And then moving down, I have a Jay's Racing tow hook replica. And I built my own DIY splitter for the front, sides, and rear spats that we'll get to in a little bit. Moving on to the side, I forgot to mention I have JDM headlights. So these are refinished Euro R headlights from Japan. So we're moving over to the side more. I'm on, they're called BBS 779 wheels. I don't have much information, but they're two-piece. They're from Japan, so it's hard for me to look up any information. These are 17 by 8 plus 38, wrapped in Falcon FK 510s in a 255 40. And I'm on a big brake kit. These are Acura RL calipers that I've got powder coated, and they're on Nissan 350Z Brembo rotors. So it's a really nice big brake kit upgrade, and I believe I have some track pads on there. Coming over, I have a Mugen window visors. These are genuine Mugen window visors. There's a little faded because I got them used. Let's see, body work. I have Mugen side skirts, genuine Mugen side skirts, DIY side splitters to protect the sides, and you can notice chrome delete right here. This is just black chrome delete vinyl wrap, and we'll get to the interior in a little bit too. And last but not least, I have a rear roof spoiler from HIC. Best quality rear roof spoiler for the Acura TSX. Interior wise, I have a few little fun things going. You'll see I have some footwell lights, you know, just for some extra vibe. I have some fancy little floor mats to keep it looking cute. A big part I just put in recently are these F1 spec seats. These are bride style reclining seats with a yellow carbon Kevlar back. To the steering wheel, I did a DIY steering wheel wrap with fresh leather, hand stitched. I have a Honda Accord coupe airbag to keep the Honda thing going. Have some little fun cup holders. It's all about, you know, the details that make me happy. I did a fun red hazard button. This was a big pain to do. Moving on down, I have a red beating heart. It's from a Instagram company called Dasai in Australia. To the center console, I have a shift boot covering my automatic, hybrid racing shift knob, eBay shift knob extension. And one of the fun parts is I have custom carbon fiber overlaid center console, as well as window switches right here. So carbon overlaid. And last part is right here, these spoon mirrors. These are from Japan, and they're wide angled and help me see out of my blind spot. We'll move our way back. So the rear is a pretty simple setup, or simple to me. I have a A-spec Acura TSX A-spec rear lip, so I haven't sourced the Mugen lip yet to fit my kit. So right now I'm happy with how this looks. Custom rear spats, just like how I made the front and side splitters. You know, OEM taillights, license plate frame, shout out, never content. Moving our way down, I have a LED rear reflectors. Normally these are just reflectors for the cars behind you, but I wired them up and they light up when you brake. I have a full catback exhaust from Tsudo. They're called the Tsudo SP2 exhaust with a, I believe, 4-inch exhaust tips. And then the last thing is this replica Jay's Racing diffuser. This diffuser is from Extreme Dimensions, and it's actually fitted for the S2000/RSX, and I had to custom fabricate to mount this diffuser to the rear of my car. That pretty much wraps it up for the rear, other than some more emblems, but that's all, you know, some dress up. So I'm already really satisfied with where the car is right now, but you know, there's always more to, you know, dream of. At the top of the list, the longest term goal would be to definitely boost it. Boosting these cars are a little complicated because the engine bay is tighter than, let's say, the RSX, even though they share the same engine. So to boost it, you typically need to do some more custom fabrication. But that's definitely an end goal for me. I believe I'll probably, you know, budget build it if I can, maybe $2,500 or $3,000. But that's far in the future. Maybe next up on the list would be to finish my Mugen kit. So I pretty much have, I'm really lucky and have all the components that I already need, except for 2 pieces. So that'll be the Mugen rear lip and the Mugen spoiler, both of which are extremely hard to find, but I'll get there eventually. Last but not least will probably be a vented carbon fiber hood. That's always been a dream of mine, and the Carbon Flex is very worth it. Yeah.
Goodness. Oh my god. They are going in slow motion.
Right now?
Yeah. decided to do an impromptu photo shoot. So shout out to him for getting some photos of both of our silver Hondas. Or he's an Acura, but also Honda, so. So introduce yourselves to the viewers.
All right, so hi, my name is Chris. This is my 2005 Acura TSX. Okay.